All right, let's talk about one of the most powerful and honestly, most underestimated tools you have in your job search. We are diving deep into the motivation letter, and I'm going to show you how to turn it from a total chore into your single biggest advantage. And just so you know, all the killer strategies we're covering today come straight from the pros at swisscareer.coach, so you can be sure you're getting some seriously top-tier, actionable advice. So let me ask you a quick question. You spend hours polishing your CV. You make sure your portfolio is perfect, but what's that one piece of the puzzle that almost everyone treats like an afterthought? Yep, it's the motivation letter. But here's where we need to shift our thinking, because it's not just a formality. When you do it right, it is your absolute secret weapon. It's your one chance to tell the story behind the facts on your CV. So, why is it such a secret weapon? Well, because almost every other applicant sees it as just another box to check. And what happens? Recruiters get buried under a mountain of generic, boring letters that all sound exactly the same. This, right here, is a massive opportunity for you. A great letter doesn't just get read, it gets you remembered. I mean, that's the trap, isn't it? The second a recruiter reads a line like that, you just blend into the background. You're not just a name with a resume attached. You are the solution to a problem they have. Your letter needs to prove that from the very first word. You know, a good way to think about it is like this. Your CV is the list of facts, your skills, your past jobs, but your motivation letter, that's the narrative. It's the bridge that connects all those facts directly to what that employer actually needs. It answers the one question every recruiter is thinking. So what? Why should I care about you? Okay, so if you're going to build that bridge, you need a solid blueprint. Let's get into the absolute non-negotiable rules that make sure your letter actually gets read and, taken seriously. The single most important rule. The one thing you cannot forget. 1 page. Maximum. Seriously. Why? Recruiters are drowning in paper. A short, powerful letter shows them 2 things right off the bat. You respect their time, and you know how to get to the point. So, let's break that blueprint down. First up, always write in the same language as the job ad. It seems obvious, but it shows you're paying attention. Next, keep it tight. 3 to 4 focused paragraphs. This is not the time for a novel. Third, and this is a big one, do a little digging. Find the hiring manager's name. Dear Miss Smith is so much better than Dear Hiring Manager. It shows you took the initiative. And finally, please no cliches. Just get straight to the good stuff. These aren't just about formatting. They show you're a pro. All right, once you've got the structure locked down, the actual content has to do one very important job. It has to answer 2 fundamental questions. If you get these 2 things right, I promise you, you're already way ahead of the competition. And here they are. It's that simple. Why me and why you? Why me is all about proving you're the best person for this specific job. And why you is about proving that this is the best company for you. You have to nail both to show that this isn't just a random application. It's a perfect match. Okay, so how do you answer why me? First, you've got to use the keywords from their job description. That helps you get past the automated screeners and shows a real person you're speaking their language. Then, don't just list your skills. Connect them to the company's problems. Pull out your biggest achievements from your CV, especially the ones with numbers, and show them how you can get those same results for them. Now for that second crucial question, why you? This is where you prove you don't just want a job, you want this job. Talk about their company mission, their values, maybe a recent project they did that you thought was awesome. Show some genuine excitement and explain how your own career goals line up with where they're headed. It shows you're looking for a partnership, not just a paycheck. So, knowing what to put in your letter is half the battle, but what you leave out is just as important. Let's quickly go over the mistakes that will get your application sent straight to the trash. The biggest mistake, by far, is just repeating what's on your CV. They've already read it. Your letter is your chance to add context and personality. It should tell the story behind the bullet points, not just list them all over again. And here's another big one. Never, ever mention your salary expectations unless they specifically ask you to. The motivation letter is for selling your value. The money talk comes way later after you've already convinced them they can't live without you. Phew, we have covered a lot of ground, so let's pull this all together into one final, super simple checklist you can use every single time to make sure you've hit all the right notes. Think of this as your final quality check before you hit send. Got your name and the exact position title? Check. Is it a tight 3 to 4 paragraphs? Check. Did you use their keywords? Does it have a powerful answer to why me and why you? Did you back it up with real results? And the big one, is it all on one page? If you can check off every single one of these, you are good to go. So I'll just leave you with this question for the next time you apply for a job. Is your letter just a formality you have to get through, or is it the compelling story that's actually going to land you the interview? Because that choice makes all the difference. To really master this and every other piece of your job search, you should definitely check out all the amazing resources, tools, and one-on-one coaching they have over at swisscareer.coach. Now go write the letter that gets you hired.